What's going on YouTube? Do I really need to say what I'm standing next to? This, of course, is the Tesla Cybertruck. After a long wait, it is finally here in production and we are taking a look at it. Now, obviously, this is a vehicle that attracts an insane amount of attention, and that is definitely going to be the case here at the auto show as well. But we're going to do our best to kind of walk around this and take a quick look. So taking a look at the exterior design, obviously this doesn't look like anything else on the road. It is a crazy design. It looks even crazier in person actually than in the pictures. What this is made of though is a stainless steel exoskeleton. So that's really one of the most unique things about this Tesla Cybertruck is the fact that they've kind of figured out a unique manufacturing technique that's never been done before to shape stainless steel into these body panels. It's really cool. It makes this where you can kick it, you can hit it with things, and basically you just don't damage the vehicle itself. It's really a neat thing. Now, as far as the lighting, you do have the giant light bar, of course, that's going across the front. And then if you look up there at the windshield, that's one of the other hilarious things about this. We have one absolutely gigantic, I believe they said 4-foot long windshield wiper, which can clean off, you know, obviously the whole entire windshield in just one big swoop. Your headlights are going to be located right there, by the way. And let's talk a little bit about these wheels. Obviously, these are very unique looking. A lot of this is actually kind of an illusion. So you do have your hubcap over top of this. You have these little rubber things, though, that actually protrude onto the wheels. This is how they have made it look like the wheel and the rim have merged together, which is a very unique look. Obviously, you have really boxy wheel arches going on through there. And when you look at the profile of this, I'll just let Mason kind of take a look at that. But as you can see, you have that full triangular design, which looks like basically a sketch that you might have made as a child, but they made sure to bring that to life.
Now, you saw the side profile. Like Drew said, this honestly looks like nothing else on the road, and that we truly mean that. This looks like nothing else on the road. And one of the things I just kind of want to talk about briefly is because of that stainless steel exterior, things are a little sharp. So you will notice that as you walk around the vehicle, like this piece right here, if you hit it the wrong way, I think that would actually cut you a pretty good deal. So you have to be a little careful around the Cybertruck because of that stainless steel structure. Now, as far as the rear design is concerned, very unique and bold look. As you can see, kind of the roof slopes down, and then you have that cover that can actually fully cover the bed. Right now the bed is actually open, but you can actually fully cover that, and that actually goes straight into the rear tailgate. Now, as far as this tailgate is concerned, you do have your LED brake lights that go all the way through here, but you're not going to see any Tesla branding, which is a little bit surprising. I thought they would maybe spell out Tesla, but I guess that would be too much of a design characteristic. And then down here at the bottom, we have a matte black plastic. As far as the tow rating is concerned, we can go ahead and insert those in a text box, but this Cybertruck tows a lot. As you can see, the tailgate cover went ahead and went down. It is a full power cover, so that's certainly a really nice feature for a truck bed, and they're putting it up again. It kind of just tucks in behind where the rear seats are, so very cool, and you can see the glass back there. This thing is just so unlike anything else out in the road. It's hard for me to even talk about. Now, you're looking at the side again, and I just want to point out how big this truck is in person. That's one of the things that strikes you when you see it finally in person from something like a video, is just how big this truck is. From that tallest point in the roof, it seems like it's at least 6.5, 7 feet tall. It is very large, and it also has a lot of length to it. Now, of course, as you would expect, Tesla is going to include all of your safety systems on this model. You will also have full self-driving as an option. But that's it for the very radical exterior. Let's check out the inside. But first,
if you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We may be young, but we love cars.
And we'd love for you to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family. Let's learn a lot, have some fun with all the latest cars.
all right, so let's go ahead and hop inside one of the most futuristic trucks, of course, Got a knock on the door. It certainly has a very solid feel, and getting in honestly isn't too bad as far as ride height, but sitting in here, oh my goodness, it just feels like you teleported into 2040, and it's just so unique. As far as the windshield is concerned, that's probably the most unique thing. It honestly feels like you have about 5 foot of, dashboard in front of you, and a lot of that is actually taken up with an audio like speaker system. So I can only imagine how good this is going to sound when you actually get in and sample out the audio system. Now, I want to just go ahead and quickly mention that we do have some white leather through here. All of this is going to be kind of like a soft touch material, and we have ambient lighting going throughout the interior. Now, as far as the other elements of the interior, this is going to be a little bit more normal. Typical Tesla, we have kind of an odd shaped steering wheel like all of the other Tesla products. Our turn signals, our headlights are all integrated into the steering wheel itself. And oddly enough, I guess this is the kind of side profile of a Cybertruck, but that's not a Tesla logo. The big thing is the display though. This is a little over 18 inches, so this is larger than other Tesla products. And I mean, oh my gosh, this infotainment screen, once again, just feels like you are in 2040. It's so ahead of everything else on the market. And I do want to point out that you have heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated seats as well. And then you're going to have just an absolute ton of storage. All of this is going to be finished in a stainless steel. And then the center console area is also just about as sharp as the exterior. So super unique. And let's go ahead and get into the rear area of this Cybertruck. Now you'll notice that there are not any door handles in the traditional sense. All you have to do is locate this little white logo here and kind of push in, and that's actually going to kind of shoot the door out where you can easily grab and then get inside of this rear area. And sitting back here, once again, you're going to feel that very futuristic feeling. However, it's not too different from some of the other Tesla products. It feels very crazy once you first get in, just due to the overall roof shape. But all of the individual elements in here are pretty much your signature Tesla design. And what I mean by that is that we have a traditional looking seat, and then here in the center, we also have a rear screen. This rear screen, of course, controls like your heated seats and stuff along those lines, but it also can do stuff like play YouTube videos. And one of the things about this is it's going to be a little bit larger of a rear screen than some of the other Tesla products. Now, as far as this center seat, this can actually fold down and give you cup holders. And I'm just now noticing they're doing the tonneau cover right behind me. It's very cool that you can actually see the tonneau cover kind of slide in the rear glass behind it. So very unique. One of the things I do want to point out though is that rear visibility is not fantastic in this Cybertruck because the rear glass is pretty short.
All right, so the zombie horde has descended upon the Cybertruck, so I'm going to stand off at a distance and tell you guys some of the insane specifications of this model. So let's see, where should I start? Well, let's start with the fact that this is the Cyberbeast spec. So this means that this is going to have 845 horsepower and a 0 to 60 of 2.6 seconds. That's right, 2.6 seconds. The range is going to be 320 miles. And in the future, Tesla is going to be offering a range extender. So it's going to be basically a additional battery pack that's added to the model, and that will bump you up to 440 miles of range. Towing is going to be rated at 11,000 pounds for this model. And then if you don't want to get the Cyberbeast, you can get a more affordable all-wheel drive model. And then eventually, coming in 2025, Tesla says they will be offering a rear-wheel drive model. They haven't released specifications on just how much power that would have, but they're targeting a 0 to 60 of 6.5 seconds with 250 miles of range. So still pretty good specs on that model. As far as other cool things, you do have a frunk, as you can kind of see in the background there. It is a full power frunk. Just don't put your fingers in between that and the side panel there. And then I do also want to mention that this has rear wheel steering. So even though this is a very large truck, you can actually turn it in a very surprisingly small amount of space because of the rear wheel steering. And it is a drive-by-wire system in terms of the steering wheel. So you actually don't have a physical connection to the wheels themselves. So it does allow you to have that variable ratio steering. So if you're at low speeds, it takes very little input for you to make large changes, like while you're parking, and then that is going to firm up the ratio as you go faster on the highway. Apparently, many of the people who have reviewed it said it's actually fairly easy to get used to in the long run.
Now this Cybertruck, believe it or not, is on sale now. So some people are taking deliveries of this. Now initially Tesla is going to be delivering the Cyberbeast trim level, which starts at $99,990. So yes, this very futuristic vehicle will cost you about $100,000. Now they will also offer another version that will be about $80,000, and then eventually the rear drive model, they're targeting a price point of $61,000 for that. Now guys, if you enjoyed this first look walk around of this very futuristic Tesla Cybertruck, we would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. By subscribing, you help us get invitations to come out to the auto show and film the newest cars on the market. So please hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're not a part of our family, we would just really love for you to be a part of our family, because we do a lot of automotive content I'm sure you won't want to miss out on. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.